Hi, my name is Julie Christian, and this is Tolstoy. Dog is considered man's best friend, or in this case, girl's best friend. So today I'm going to talk about friendship. Let me put him down. He makes a lot of noise, so if you hear weird noises in the background while I'm talking, that's my dog, and he doesn't want to be far away from me. So that leads me into my topic for today, which is friendship. I have 3 children, and currently my 9 and 10-year-old are very concerned about friendship. They both feel like they do not have any really close friends, or any friends. Like, I get a common complaint from them is, I don't have any friends. So we've been talking about it a lot, and it started me thinking, what does the Bible say about friendship? What, guides are there as far as friendship goes? And first I thought there wasn't a lot, the occasional proverb, this and that, but there's so much out there. So today I was driving my children to school, and again, they were saying that they didn't have any friends. So first I asked, well, maybe they're defining friend differently than I do, because when I drive up to pick them up from school, there's kids talking to them, and I ask their teachers, how are they doing? And the teachers say, the kids are friendly with them, they get along, they're not having any problems. So maybe my kids don't know what friendship is. So I asked them, what does it mean for somebody to be your friend? And they said, well, it's somebody who chooses to hang out with you instead of other people, or somebody that spends all their time with you. A friend is somebody that hangs out with you all the time. That's what I got. So definitely my dog is my friend. So then I thought, let's look at the other side of the coin, because if my children are having trouble making friends, perhaps I can teach them to be a better friend, and then friends will flock to them, the right kind of friends. So I said, what does it mean, guys, for you to be a good friend to other people? What kind of qualities would you need to have in order to attract every single person in your class to be your friend? And their answer was, be at a high level in Fortnite. And it made me sad, because I've never allowed my children to play Fortnite, so I feel like I'm withholding this friend-making tool from them, and maybe some people think that I'm doing that. But it made me sad, because this is where we've come to. And things have always been challenging at 9 and 10, and I know in the middle school grades it's really challenging, because kids are starting to find out who they are, and they kind of separate into little cliques and factions. But to say that in order to be a good friend, you need to be at a high level on a video game is pretty tragic. So I decided to do some research on my own and see what the Bible had to say about friendship. And I found so much that I decided for at least the next month, I'm going to, every night at family time, we have family time at our house where we sit down and read some from the Bible and share our prayer requests and our concerns. So every night during family time, I want to talk about friendship and what the Bible says about it. So the first verse I'm coming to is obviously a proverb. It's Proverbs 13:20. And it says, he who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm. So he who walks with the wise grows wise, or wiser, and a companion of fools suffers harm. So one thing I want to draw my children's attention to is, and I found it online, and I remember watching it on a reality TV show. There was a grandma that said, show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. And I remember as a child being a terrible chooser of friends. And if you're my friend, from childhood, it's not you. But I always wanted to be friends with, like, a specific child, and my parents would say no, and they would resist me going to that person's house, and they would not allow that person to come to my house unless they were there and able to watch us. And I always thought they were so controlling and just so judgmental and mean. But what they were trying to do is do what this verse says and really protect me from that harm that I would suffer. And I'm sure they weren't calling the particular child a fool, but maybe, they knew something that their parents were up to, and were trying to protect me from getting into those kinds of troubles. As a parent myself, I want to do the same thing, but I want to teach my children to do it for themselves and really consider who they choose to be their close friend. And I think that's what we're going to talk about right now, because we moved, and next year they'll be going to a new school, and one of them will be getting into middle school, and it's going to be very important who he chooses as his friend, the middle schooler and the fifth grader. So right now, I don't know if you can see what's behind me, but right now I'm in my prayer room. So we just bought this house, and there was a stairway, and under the stairway is this big for a closet, and God told me one day, you need to make that a prayer room. So we decided not to put anything in it. There's a chair in it, and then I painted this wall chalkboard. And so what I'm going to do, since we're going to be working at least for the next month on friends and friendship, I am going to write friends on the wall. And that is so I can pray for God to prepare good friends for my children, but also for God to prepare my children to be good friends. The greatest example in my life, and I've had many wonderful friends, but when my husband came into my life, wow, he's just the most amazing friend. He has a way of expressing an opinion without judging me and without directing me and telling me what to do. So yes, in my children's definition, he spends all his time with me. He chooses to spend time with me above all others. So yeah, he's a great friend. But on top of that, he gives me wisdom that he gets from God. So I would say, as a grown-up, and I hope my children watch this someday, that a true friend, what makes the greatest friend, is somebody who is already best friends with Jesus Christ. That is where the biggest value comes in my friendship with my husband, is that he's friends with God first. And if he had no other friend in his life but Jesus, he would be just fine. So I'm hoping to teach that to my children. Look forward to more videos. I'm possibly going to interview my children and see what they think about friendship and what they're learning. Stories from the Bible, more Bible verses, and I would love to hear what you think. I don't care how old you are. You could be 80 or 8. I would love to hear what you think a good friend is, and also what you think would make you an attractive friend to other people. So comment below, and then also subscribe to this channel so that you can be alerted to more videos about friendship. Then you can also check out my website at www.juliechristian.com for more articles, blogs. You can check out my books, and hopefully they'll be published soon. So check those out, and I look forward to talking to you again. Have a great day.